Okay, so I don't know how to start off this video properly, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm engaged. It still feels so surreal for me to be saying that, but if you guys follow my other channel, then you would have already heard about this news. But yeah, we are officially engaged. This is actually something that happened almost 2 months ago, but we decided to keep it to ourselves just so that we could enjoy it between the two of us before we announced it to everybody. So yeah, even though it happened almost 2 months ago, it still feels surreal for me to be sitting here and talking about it, because not that I never thought I'd be making a video like this, but I guess, yeah, I never thought I would be making a video like this. To be honest, I don't even know where to begin when it comes to sharing the story. I mean, sitting down and talking about it is completely different to putting together a whole video, which I love our proposal video. It's just so crazy because that video itself came from vlog footage. Like, I did not know that that day when we were vlogging, it was going to turn into the day that Allan would propose to me. I had no idea. So yeah, I would recommend, if you guys haven't watched that video yet, I'm gonna leave a card for it up the top here and also down in the description box so you can go and check it out. But I'm pretty much just gonna be sitting here talking about how things happened from my perspective and just giving you guys an insight onto what happened when we got engaged. And I feel like this would just be a really cool thing to look back on later down the line when we're older, when we're old and grey, just so we can look back on everything and remember the feelings that came with it at the time. So yeah, I'm gonna be sharing my, I guess, proposal engagement story today. So those of you guys who may be new or just stumbling across my channel, or if you haven't kept up with me, I am in a long distance relationship. My partner, well, no, my fiance, oh my goodness, my fiance Allan, he lives in New York and I live here in Australia, and yeah, 10,000 miles apart with a 14-hour time difference. We are most definitely long distance. And it's funny because this whole thing almost didn't happen because of everything that's going on at the moment with the virus and the travel bans. We were probably days out of not being able to meet up and see each other again. So the last time he came to visit me, he landed here on February 29th. But fast forward to the 3rd of March 2020, that is the day that he proposed to me. So how it all started is we were staying down at the Gold Coast. I took him down there to this area that I used to go to as a kid with my family. That's where I spent a lot of my summers. And because it was just a nice, quiet beach area and we both love the beach, I just wanted us to have, like, you know, a little bit of a mini getaway vacay type thing with each other. So prior to the lead up to this, we'd already been staying where we were for a day, and then because of his jet lag and me being super tired and us just going to bed super early, we woke up the next morning at like 5 in the morning, and I was like, let's go for a walk. I wanted to take him to this specific spot that had a really cool view so we could just sit and chill and watch the sunrise together. So we pretty much just rolled out of bed, got changed, and decided that we were gonna go on this walk. I had no idea that this was going to be the day that he was going to propose to me. And to be honest, I don't think even he had any idea that he was going to propose to me. I mean, I feel like with the situation of us being long distance, he knew that he was going to propose, obviously, because he brought a ring with him, but he doesn't know like the area. He'd never been to where we were going, none of that. So he did not know where he was going to propose. He just knew that he was going to do it during this trip, but he had no idea how he was going to set this up and how he was actually going to execute this. So I guess you can say I low-key kind of gave him a hand without even realizing. But yeah, I was super excited. I was like, yeah babe, like we gotta go on this walk. It's such a pretty spot. I just want to take you there. It'd be great to get our day started early and just go and catch the sunrise together. And he was all for it. He was like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. So off we went. We started our day, and if you're wondering how we were able to capture the moment, because we have a channel together, we were daily vlogging and filming for our channel. So us vlogging and introducing the day and just filming b-rolls and filming everything, it never crossed my mind that he was kind of trying to plan when he was going to propose. So yeah, we started off on this walk, we were vlogging, everything was all normal. We got to the spot where I wanted us to just sit for a bit, and it was beautiful. Like, that area, I've always loved going there, and yeah, the setting that we were in was just beautiful. The sun was rising, it was just golden hour. So we were there at the spot and I was showing him the view, but I wanted to continue walking on to go up to another higher lookout point so that we could go and see the whole bay area. But he was like, let's just hang out here for a little bit. And I was like, no babe, like I really want to take you up to that lookout point up the top of the mountain. And of course he didn't want to make it obvious that he was trying to figure out how to do what he was going to do, but it all kind of fell into place where I was like, you know what, let's just sit here and just hang out for a bit and enjoy the sunrise. We can just go walk up the top later on. And it's funny because we were sitting there watching the sunrise, watching the waves crashing onto the rocks, and he'd set up the vlogging camera further along down the little area that we were sitting on, and it was just filming us, and I didn't think anything of it because we do film videos together. It's just something that we naturally did, like set up the camera as a b-roll or something to put into our videos. Like there was no thought behind like, why is he setting the camera up? It's just something that we always do when we're together. So yeah, the camera is there. I totally forgot about it. We're sitting there enjoying the sunrise, taking photos, talking, and then we stood up because I was like, all right, cool, like let's go walk to the lookout now. And I think at this point he was like, okay, I have to figure out how I'm going to do this now, otherwise I'm not going to do it today, I'll find another time to do it. But it was at that point where I was like, hold on a minute, let me just take one last video of this scene because it's so pretty. So I'm there on my phone and he's standing next to me on this side and I'm panning the view because I'm trying to get it all nice and smooth. And again, everything worked in his favor on this day because it was so bright and sunny that I was covering my eyes from the sun while I'm trying to like film this view. And as I'm facing this way and I'm panning back around, that's when he dropped on his knee, and I knew he was there. I didn't know what he was doing though. And it's funny because you can even see in the footage, like when I'm filming the view, I'm like saying like, wow babe, like this is so pretty. And then when I come back around and I look and he's not like standing there, and I realize he's on the ground, and I look down, that's the moment when I realized what he was doing, and he looked up at me and basically just said, will you marry me? And I burst into tears. I was like, yes. I don't think I'd even probably looked at the box that he was holding because he had the box with the ring in it in his hand. I was just so ecstatic. I can't even describe the feeling. I was so happy to hear those words from him. So I just like hugged him, and I pulled back and I looked at him again and I was crying, and then I hugged him again and I pulled back, and then that's when he put the ring on my finger and we were officially engaged. Okay, I don't want to cry because when I think about it I get emotional. But yeah, that's basically how it all happened, and it was just so unexpected. The timing of it all was perfect. Everything worked in his favor and also in my favor too, because I had no idea what was going on. And yeah, just everything about the proposal was perfect. I think at this time it was like 6 in the morning. There was barely anybody around. There were people like out and about going for walks and stuff, but there really wasn't anybody around. It was just us in the moment, and I still can see it so clearly in my head, and I'm just really, really happy that we were able to, you know, capture that moment on camera for memories. So yeah, pretty much after that we FaceTimed our families and called them and told them, and you know, shared the good news with them. Everyone was really happy for the two of us. But yeah, that's exactly how everything happened. It's so crazy though, because like I said in the beginning, with everything going on, we weren't entirely sure if we were going to be able to see each other during this trip, and we're so lucky that we were able to, because just days after he left was when both America and Australia went into lockdown and closed their borders and had the travel bans. So right now, at this very moment, we don't know exactly when we're going to see each other again. I mean, we have plans, like we always do plan out our schedule throughout the year so that we can, you know, have an idea of when we're going to see each other, when we're going to be able to spend time with one another. But for right now, with the travel bans and everything that's happening, we don't know exactly when we're going to see each other again. But in saying that, I feel like as a long distance relationship couple, we do a really good job of maintaining communication, and plus we're just super grateful to have things like FaceTime audio or FaceTime calls, so we can talk to each other whenever we want, wherever we want. And yeah, there's so many more things to be grateful for other than the fact that we can't be together. We find ways around it. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for our engagement story. I also just want to say To everybody who has big sending us so much love and support and congratulating us and telling us how happy they are for us, I just want to say a big thank you. It really does mean a lot, and I know for me and for those of you guys who have been following me and keeping up with me and my journey. Yeah, I got super emotional when I started to see messages and comments and stuff from you guys telling me congratulations and that you're so happy. Like, it really does mean a lot, and I am I'm so thankful to have such amazing support from amazing people in my life, and I could not be more thankful for that. Like, yeah, I get super emotional when I talk about that, and I can't even call you guys subscribers. I don't know, like, you're just like my family, my friends. Like, I share my life with you guys, and I share news with you guys, and just know that I am so thankful and grateful and happy to have the love and support that I have from you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our little proposal engagement story. I don't even know what to call this, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And with that being said, I hope you guys are staying safe, looking after yourselves, looking out for each other. I will talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you all in my next video. Natural disasters, my baby has been